Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is me, Jordan Young, back with another bussin', certified hood classic, no cap on God. Today I've got something a little bit different for you guys. This isn't so much man takes shoes out of box, it's more man reacquires shoes he once sold. That's right, you get to sit there and watch me talk about procuring a pair of shoes that I regretfully sold in the past. But before we get into the details around this epic trade deal, allow me to make an announcement first. This week, I finally surpassed 150,000 subscribers on YouTube, and so thank you all very, very much. When I first started on YouTube, I got this really inaccurate sense of just how easy it was to become successful because I was making these TikToks and basically just posting them on YouTube Shorts, and they ended up blowing me up. I got like 100,000 subscribers in my first year, and I sort of thought to myself, wow, this is easy. Then in the past year, as sneaker content has sort of slowed down, my subscriber growth has slowed down as well. And so it probably took me a year to get 100K, and then it's taken me another year to accrue another 50K. But this isn't just down to the fact that sneaker content has kind of fallen off. It's also down to the fact that I've stopped trying to game the YouTube Shorts algorithm. One thing you'll probably notice about some sneaker content creators, particularly on YouTube, is a lot of them have massive subscriber counts, but have very little views on their long form content. And I didn't want to be like that. I really wanted to become known for good sneaker content on YouTube that's long, not just these cheeky shorts. And so what I've done in the past year is really slowed down my shorts production on YouTube and really tried to focus in more on the long form content. And that, whilst having a little bit of a negative effect on the subscriber growth rates, has actually been quite beneficial in terms of the watch time and the amount of views that I get on my long form content. So if you are one of these regular people that are commenting on my vids or liking my vids or sharing my YouTubes, thank you so much. And no, I haven't used the subscriber milestone to treat myself to a new microphone. This is actually my missus' microphone, who recently started up her own YouTube channel talking about her own stuff, which I'll link down below in the description if you guys are interested. She actually talks about death. If you guys are interested in that type of stuff, I'll link it down below just in case you guys want to check that stuff out. But yeah, this is her mic. Right, so let's talk about this trade deal. I love trading sneakers from my collection to get new stuff in, particularly to get grails. This particular grail pair came up for sale a few weeks ago, and if you guys know the sneaker game, you'll know that when a pair of grails come up in your size, like your money size, bro, it like tickles you in a certain way where you just feel compelled to get them. It's almost like you've thought about owning the shoes or getting the shoes into your hands before the deal's even been done. And that's the sort of situation I found myself in with this pair. I contacted the seller, who's a pretty well-known reseller here in the UK. I've actually done business with him before, so I knew the sneakers were legit. I'd seen pictures that he'd posted on his IG. The condition looked fantastic. I was really keen on getting this pair, so I contacted him. We went back and forth over the course of a couple of weeks, and we finally came to an agreement with the trade. And this is the trade. This is what I had. First of all, the Nike SB Dunk Low Supreme Ramella Z collab from last year, UK 9.5. I paid £260 for these. I've worn them once, pretty good condition. Next up, we have the Nike SB Dunk Low Supreme collab, the Stars from 2021 in the Bark Root Brown colorway. These are a UK 10, and these I bought a couple of years ago for £400. I paid a little bit over where the market price is at currently on them. We have the Nike SB Dunk Low Futura. This is in a UK 9, and before you start saying, hang on bro, didn't you just buy those? You know, what are you up to? Who is this guy? Bro, I have the pair behind me above my head. That's a UK 9.5, and I have another UK 9.5 in the cuts. This was my third pair of Futuras, so I was happy to add these in to the deal. These I paid £350 for. Then we have the Jordan 2 Low, the Off-Whites. This is a pretty wicked pair, a pretty sentimental pair, because I got these just after Virgil passed, but they're not very comfortable. I was quite happy to let these go. These I actually paid a pretty penny for. I paid about £500 for these. And then finally we have the Nike SB Dunk Low Orange Lobsters. This is the only pair from the set that I actually got for retail, so I'm into these for £120. Again, UK 9.5. I wore these 2 or 3 times, still in really, really good condition. So we're at about £1,630, and then on top of all of these sneakers, I added £300 cash, meaning I am into this pair of of grails the following amount: 1,930 pounds. That's about $2,500 US. And these, ladies and gentlemen, are what I traded all of those shoes and all of that money for. The grail of grails. The Nike Air Jordan 1 High Off-White Chicago The 10 collab. As you can see, they are in really, really good condition. Yes, they're used. Yes, they've been worn a whole bunch of times. Yes, there's a little bit of oxidation on the foam on the tongue, as well as on the mid panels, as well as on the toe box. Yes, there's a little bit of creasing, but no star loss, no heel drag, still really good condition. Also coming with the OG box, as well as with the OG laces, as well as the cable tie, even an original receipt from Foot Patrol from November 2017. And so me, I am happy. The first time I had the Off-White Chicagos was actually back in 2017. I bought a fake pair. I copped a pair off of a guy that was a member at the gym that I used to work at, and he finessed me. I paid 650 odd pounds for a pair of these fakes. And then I ended up posting them online only to get some reactions and some DMs saying, bro, I think those are fake, man. I think you got finessed. And then later on, the guy would actually message me to say, hey bro, those shoes that I sold you are fake. And then he blocked me. And I was so gutted, man. I spent a lot of time thinking about that deal, being really salty and really sour. I even tried to convince myself that they were real. And so I decided to wear them as if they were real, given how much money I'd spent on them. And every time I wore them, I just thought to myself, man, what a loser I am. They ended up sitting in the box, in the closet. I ended up donating them a couple of years ago now. In 2020, I had a chance to come up on a legit pair, trading some sneakers from my collection. And so I ended up kind of restoring the justice by getting a legit pair. And you can see from these pictures here, I actually situated them next to the fake pair in order to sort of celebrate getting the real deal in hand. But later on that same year, a bit like what I'm doing now, I wanted to raise up some money to buy a car. So I sold the legit pair of Chicagos in 2020, not long after I'd gotten them, to buy a car. Fast forward to 2024 and the sneaker market has changed. As you guys know, prices on these Off-White Chicagos have been nuts over the past 3 or 4 years. You know, at the peak of Jordan 1 hype, these were selling for absolutely crazy numbers. And now that the market has softened, pairs like this are back on the market again for still good money, like still a lot of cash, but nowhere near the same sort of money they were commanding 2 or 3 years ago. And so now was the perfect time for me to get these back into the collection. The added benefit for me is that I've actually freed up a bit more space in the collection, in the display, to not only display these guys, but also break some other pairs that I haven't been wearing out of the boxes as well. So for me, I am elated. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this was a good trade or not? And if you don't, I don't care, because I personally am very happy. As always, guys, thank you so much for messing with the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button before you bounce, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care for now, and peace.